Okay, let's do some inquiry together. I've done this several times. It was very helpful in my inquiry practice and meditation practice. So just take a few seconds and get still. See if you can find some stillness. Settle in. No, wait. Okay, within stillness, can you feel the heart beating? Does the heart beat by itself? Or does it need someone to make it beat? You may not have been sitting long enough to notice the heartbeat, so let's go to the breath. Just notice the breathing that's happening. Is there anyone ultimately controlling the breath? It can appear to be manipulated with attention, but not for very long. Notice that it goes on its own. Now notice any sounds in the room. Did the sounds wait for someone to tell them to make a sound? Or did they just come and go as they pleased? What did they appear in and disappear in? Are there any smells in the room? Is there any awareness of a smell before the smell arrives? Or does the smell happen and then awareness of the smell happen at the exact same time? Does not then an I come in right afterwards as a thought and say, I smell burning leaves or whatever? Does a smell require a person there to smell first? Or does the smell happen and then an I thought claims that they smelled the smell? Same with touch. Right now, there's hands on the desk, there's a sensation of feeling. Maybe there's hands on the lap, or on the chair, or just hanging. Was there somebody aware of that felt sense before the felt sense was aware of itself? Feel that felt sense right now. Where is it appearing? Can it be located? Does it feel like it's just floating in midair? You can kind of sort of point at it, say, oh, it's right here, point downwards maybe. But if you really look close, can you really tell where it is? Now look out at the scenery. They're seeing a computer screen and a camera and a light source. But these are all labels. Seeing forms, shapes, and colors. So just close your eyes really fast and then open them back up. Did the scenery not just appear and then there was awareness of it at the exact moment it appeared? Did it require a person there beforehand for the scenery to appear? Or did it just appear and then a thought that says, that's my computer, or I see a computer, or I see a microphone, or I see a cup? Was anyone required for any of those sensations to show up? Or are they all just appearing on their own and then are claimed afterwards, even just a millisecond afterwards? Now widen attention and take all of those senses in at the same time as best you can. Seeing, touch, taste, smell. All at the same time. Let the aperture widen. Now, with the aperture widen, notice any thought that comes into experience. Can you locate the thought? Is it not just appearing in this experience and then gone as quickly as it came? Does it ever completely appear and freeze and then disappear? Or is it all one movement that never really begins and never really ends? Does it not just show and then quickly is gone as quickly as it came? It's appearing, yet empty. Was there someone there first that made that thought appear? Or did the thought just appear on its own? Come and go as it pleases. of this whole field with thoughts, smells, touch, tastes, and sounds taking place in this field, sometimes all at once, sometimes one may be missing. Is there anyone that needs to be here prior to those for those to appear? If a thought says so, yeah, of course it does. I do. That's a thought. Appearing in this field of experience. If you look closely, really closely at experience, is there even any room or space for a separate person or I to be there prior to this experience? If so, where? Where am I in this field of experience? If you look closely, and then ask who's looking, of course, there will be a noticing that not only can all these senses and cognition appear without a separate person creating it, this entire experience is gapless. There's no gap, no space for a separate controller to hide. Every sensation is accounted for. Everything that appears as awareness as it appears. There's no room for a separate awareness even. Awareness is just another word for Tony. It's a more baseline word that we use to make it feel like we're getting closer to something. I am awareness. Ooh, aren't you special? You're not Tony anymore. Now you're awareness. You're so cool. Super special. Very spiritual. But is that true? If you drop that concept, which is just a thought, and look in direct experience, touch, taste, smell, sounds, thoughts appear and are recognized as they appear. So what if thoughts or any other sensation and awareness arise together and are the exact same thing? The final part of this inquiry is, as the five senses appear with thought, what can't be any of those in as an object, yet is still here holding it all together? It's not an object. It doesn't have a substance. Yet it is like a knowingness that isn't conceptual, that holds it all. You can't find it in experience because it's what's looking, it's what's hearing. So are decisions being made? Is there a decision maker Or is there just decisions happening based on thoughts and other conditions coming together? Just look really closely and see if there's any separation at all. See if there's any boundaries at all. You say, I am looking closely. Not close enough to see that there's no eye looking. It's just seeing, just tasting, just touching, just hearing, just one thought, then another thought. No witness. It's more like witnessing, 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 witnessing. The witness birthing and deathing with every sensation, constantly refreshing, rebuilding, and dying again. Not locatable, but appearing. Look closer and keep looking until you realize you were never there at all.